Hey, it's So from So's Real Thoughts.
Sal from Crome Yellow.
And we went to Beyond Fest and we watched so many films. And one of the scariest films that we saw was The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yeah.
Okay, so the premise is there's a father and son. They're like coroners. So back it up. All right, so there's like this at the crime scene, at this really savage crime scene, dead bodies everywhere. It's this home. They find like another body in the basement. It looks like it's been there for a while, but it looks strangely preserved. Like it just doesn't. Something's off about it, and they have no idea if it's even related to the murder.
Chills.
And so the sheriff sends it off to the mortuary. He needs to know where it's from, like really fast. Over the course of a night, this father and son, they're trying to examine this body as they take it apart and like search for answers. Things start to go crazy, things escalate, and like all this unexplained weird stuff starts happening all around the morgue. So it takes place all in the mortuary, like single setting.
Yeah.
And but it's still really crazy.
Yeah, the dad and son is played by Emile Hirsch and
Brian Cox.
Yeah. And holy crap, I think this was the scariest film I saw this year, besides The Wailing. What he does so well, the filmmaker, his previous film, I haven't seen it, but it's The Troll Hunter.
Yeah.
And this is the first film of his that I watched, and it was so impeccably well done, well paced. I honestly don't like mystery stories where you can tell that they're revealing clues little by little. But this one, it does it in such a natural way that I don't know. It just really builds everything up, and it makes the crazy things that happen at the end make sense because of everything it went through. So there's no corny scares. There's no it's just not a superficial horror film that
it works really good as a mystery, as a thriller, as like a father and son film. Like they're each, it explores kind of like their hopes and like the unsaid things between the two, their relationship.
It sets it up really well. It sets up everything really well. So when things do hit the fan, you actually feel the weight of those things.
Yeah, that's a good point. And there's a lot of like layering throughout. So the whole movie is basically, it's really good setups and payoffs. Like each scene, there's setups and payoffs, and throughout the whole movie, there's like setups and payoffs that come back when you least expect. And it just moves really fast. It's
just really well done,
good.
editing wise. I feel like the script is like so knit tight, and the reason why it's so scary is because it's written so well, and the way they reveal every little clue and every little thing is just very realistic. It just creeped the hell out of me because you're looking at a dead body the entire time, and what I think the filmmaker is doing is, because I feel like a lot of female bodies are shown as accessories or kind of shoved in people's faces as a prop in horror films, but this is not the case. Even though she is completely naked, he cuts back to her face so many times to reaffirm
it's very creepy,
to reaffirm like this is a real person, and she's here, and she's like in front of you. And also, not only that, is also because you're looking at her face so much, she starts to haunt you.
Yeah, no, for real.
I was so freaked out. Like, I'm literally, like, in my head, just, like, her face is in my mind right now, and you can't escape the power that she has, because this whole film is so beyond anything that I've ever seen, and it's kind of tragic and
extremely evil.
Yeah, and the ending is just it had to happen that way. It just had to happen. And so man, I honestly like I stayed up till like 4 after I watched it. So I think it comes out in like November or December. So I hope you guys watch it and let me know what you guys think, because it was horrifying for me. It's traumatic.
There's a really cool mythology. It's like, if you've seen all horror movies before, it's like the movie, it's not what's it called? It's not breaking any rules or doing anything new, but it's doing what really you expect really well, like, and with like really, like, in a way that it pays off really well, where it's totally worth it. The emotions there, and just like really cool, like totally evil mythology, like. And that's what I was thinking of earlier when I lost my train of thought, is that when you were explaining her, she's just there laying on the table, but she has like a character, you know, like they flesh her out in such a way. I don't want to say too much, but it's just like, even though she's just laying there, like she has this crazy like presence like hanging over everything, and what you learn about her while they're like
so
taking her body parts like apart and doing all this stuff. It's really cool.
It's really good. I probably will get nightmares after this. After talking about it, I feel like I'm like gonna revive whatever spirits in here. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are able to watch it, and be sure to hit up Sal's blog, ChromeYellow.com. And that's about it. We love Beyond Fest, and we go every year, and hopefully you guys go next year so you can watch a lot more horror films with us. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Bye.
Thank you.